Okay, hello, I'm Lembo from Universo Valorant in Spain. The first question is from Bonja. The match was so difficult because you need to make two comeback for win, no? And in the two last map, the thing starts so difficult, no? I know. And the question is, what was your message for the players in the timeouts and between the two sides to come back the mental, no, and win the match?
Yeah, so Corrode, the first time out was some adaptation to how they play, and also we had to be better managing our utility, and as well just playing a step forward to disrupt them a little bit more. And then on Lotus, it was just reminders about fundamentals and how we play normally in Prac. I don't feel like we had to change too much against their comp on Lotus. It was mostly reminders to the team, like keep playing the game, don't fall back all the time just because they play a weird comp. Like we have to play up, we need to disturb them, we need to have good utility, we need to call all of our keywords and things like that.
Okay, thank you. I have voted for.
Yes.
This is for Isan. Okay. You are the first world champions in the qualified to the playoff. No, we have other champions trying to do this. No, for example, Limon One, Yogimo, Aspas. The question for you is, which of them do you want to play against in the playoff and why?
Play against in playoffs?
Play against in the playoff. What do you prefer? Limon One, Yogimo, I don't know.
G2.
G2. Why?
Just feels good to beat them.
Okay. And
Yes.
okay. The last question is for some because you play a lot of international tournament, but this is your first time in the playoff of champions, no? And the NRG first time too. And the question for you is, which of the other teams in the tournament is the main rival for you in the playoff?
I'd say I'd probably say G2. I want a rematch for the last time we played them, the last two times we played them, and I'm ready for them.
Do you want revenge versus G2?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations for the win.
Thank you. Now we are going to take another question here in the room.
Hey, I'm Adrian from The Spike. So firstly, congrats on the win. That was amazing to watch. I have a question for Som. So you've been with many various iterations of NRG, but none of them have looked as mentally resilient. And as you guys, I mean, I'm sure you've gotten a lot of questions about just the insane comebacks you've had against EDG, against DRX. We're just kind of wondering what you would say is so special about this team that has allowed you guys to make these comebacks. Marty, you have something to say?
Honestly, I think like everyone on the team is like so responsive to all the energy I give, and same with Adam. Adam gives off a lot of energy, and everyone on the team, it's not like it's being transferred to one person and it stops. So whenever Adam yells, it transfers to me, to Ethan, to Scuba, to Brock, and it's like a chain with this team. So even though we're down 7-0, we win one round, one yell, everyone's yelling. And I think that's the biggest thing. It's just that whenever one person thinks we're still in it, we're all still in it.
Awesome. Thank you. And
Thank you.
good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nerkas, you have the next question.
Hello. First of all, congratulations on the victory, Nerdscast, independent freelance commentator and journalist here. And my question is gonna go to Bonkar. The first one is about the some of the pistol rounds at the beginning, and what are your guys' potential plans going into playoffs on working on the starts of your maps?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening on pistol rounds. I'm not gonna. We just keep losing pistol rounds for some reason. I don't know. We were so good on pistols in America's playoffs, and now in champs we're just not winning them. But yeah, not sure about pistol rounds. Need to take a deeper look into it, if it's a strat thing or if it's how we play them thing individually. And then to start off the maps, I mean, it's just snowballs. It's not only pistol rounds. Like we lose the anti-bonus round a lot as well, and then they get the first power ults in the half, and then they win a couple of more rounds, and it just snowballs from there. I mean, fortunately, Valorant has a nice comeback mechanic in the game, so you can come back easier because of ults and stuff. But it's just so hard when you lose pistol and anti-bonus because they get so many orbs and ults, and so I don't think it's a game plan thing. It's more of a mental thing right now that we just need to battle through and just keep grinding out the rounds, to be honest.
Fair enough, fair enough. And you guys thankfully don't have to play for at least a little bit now that you guys are confirmed for playoffs. So hopefully that'll give you some time with the blood pressure as well. Speaking of pressure, Brock, you stepped up immensely in the final map there, and it was a little bit rough at the beginning. Is that just a matter of, you know, getting comfortable on the stage internationally, or was it just like, you know, the map and the time, like it kind of hit different?
I would have to say, I think it was probably mainly the map. I feel like the other maps we start off like super slow, and it was really hard to get like my footing down. But I feel like the last map we were under control after we got like started the comeback at least. So I think it was mainly that.
Fair enough. Congratulations on the victory and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Chitaku, you have the next question.
Okay, hello guys, I'm Chitaku from Universo Valorant on Latam. My question is for Brown and Scuba. So, how do you feel after competing in Tier 2 and in the same year you are already in the Champions?
It's a crazy feeling, honestly. I don't want to speak for whoever you asked the question to as well, but the 3 years I was in Tier 2, I felt like I was always one of the best players, and just the circumstances didn't allow me to play in Tier 1. So I think it's expected that we're playing this well, to be honest, and I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I think it's really hard to break into Tier 1, but I feel like the competition's like all the same. I feel like it's just you got to just be better, you know.
Okay, and how do you feeling for stay in playoffs?
How do I feel in? Can you ask the question again?
Yeah, in reaching playoffs. In getting into play.
In
Yeah.
reaching playoffs.
Oh yeah, it's a super good feeling. First international event. That's the plan. Go all the way. So it's the first step, making playoffs. I'm super happy with it.
Yeah, it feels good. That's all I have to say. It feels good.
Okay, thank you so much and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sage, you have the last question.
Yeah, so my question, Sage and Spike GG, my question's for Bonkar as well as Strong as well. I just want to ask, what's the biggest thing you emphasize in those timeouts when you're trying to emphasize mental resilience and trying to come back in these situations like being down 0-6?
Yeah, I mean, today was reminders because I do feel like as we were loading into the map, we already knew how we wanted to play against the comp, but we didn't actually put it into action the first rounds, which forced early timeouts, unfortunately. So the first timeouts was like a little bit more like aggressive timeouts and just reminding people what we need to do against their comp and what we can't do against their comp, and then also just finding out like certain key things, how they're executing, how they're scaling, all of those things, and then getting good reminders from Strong as well on the sideline with Notepad and stepping in as well.
Yeah, I think the best way to put it is, obviously we didn't know they were going to run this double dive stuff coming in, right? We had the Abyss and we had the Bind. We had an inclination, therefore, that they were going to be heavy on Waylay, all this sort of stuff. But if memory serves, obviously Abyss wasn't in the playoffs before. Bind, I believe they experimented with Waylay week 3 of the regular season. So we had like a slight inclination, maybe they'll change comps heavily on Haven, maybe they'll change comps heavily on every map. But it kind of goes to show, right? Like you can sit there all day and you can sit in your basement basically, and you can figure out everything the comp's going to do in paper and blah, 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 blah. And you can relay this to players, but putting it into action for the players, that's a really hard. Our job is easy. The players' job on that thing is really, really hard. And I think in all 3 maps, while we had it in our heads, how we were going to tackle this comp, we didn't have it in our muscle memory, right? Because how could you? We've played against Waylay like 3 times in scrims, I think, on different maps. We've not played against this Waylay Euro stuff. We've not played against it done as well as DRX does, where you have Flashback and Hyunmin are probably one of the strongest 1-2 punches in the entire tournament, if I'm being honest about it, playing those 2 agents. So I think it was a bit of a case of just trying to, very, very quickly trying to adapt, very, very quickly trying to hammer in that muscle memory of, okay, we know, for example, we have to disrupt the defaults. We know we have to do this. We know how to do that. Because knowing it's not the same as doing it. But so we just had to keep taking timeouts to remind that, to try and get that in place. And obviously by the 3rd map and by the attack side on each map, we got a lot better in terms of how you play against it. So I think that's a credit to the players' adaptation. But yeah, it's difficult, right? But that's the nature of the beast.
Sage, do you have a follow-up question?
No follow-up. Thank you for
Okay.
your time and best
Solid
luck in
answer.
playoffs.
Yeah, that seems. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, speechless.
Awesome. So with this question, we conclude this first conference.